Sprouts Preschool. I am so excited to be here today. Are you excited to be here today? Excellent. Let's start by singing our good morning song. Are you ready? Good morning, little sprouts. How are you? Good, good. Good morning, little sprouts. How are you? Good, good. It is time to start our day. We will learn and work and play. Good morning, little sprouts. How are you? Good, good. All right. Let's say good morning to mummies and daddies and brothers and sisters. And then we'll say good morning to Mr. Sean and Theo. And we'll say good morning to me, Miss Tracy. Good morning. Oh, I am so happy to be here today. Isn't it a beautiful day outside? I want to know how you're feeling today. Can you tell me how you're feeling? Awesome. Those are some great feelings. Today I feel green too. I feel pretty good today. I had a good sleep. I had a good breakfast. I'm feeling pretty good. All right. Now that we've talked about our feelings, let's get started by figuring out what day of the week it is. So let me see these 2 fingers and these 5 fingers, which make 7 fingers, and sing our song. Are you ready? There are 7 days, there are 7 days, there are 7 days in a week. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Excellent. Let's sing that song in French. Are you ready? There are 7 days, there are 7 days, there are 7 days in a week. Dimanche, lundi, mardi, mercredi, jeudi, vendredi, samedi. Great job singing. So yesterday it was Monday, which means today is Tuesday or mardi. Today is Tuesday, today is Tuesday, today is Tuesday, and we're going to have some fun. All right, so we'll put the today sticker up there for Tuesday, and this is a really big number. I know it's kind of hard to see it behind me, we'll get to it in a second, but we're gonna have to count all the way from number 1 to that number to figure out what it is today. So let's grab our pointers and let's start counting. So we're gonna go all the way down to number 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, and if you can see it all the way over here is number 28. So that's our number today. The 2 and the 8 is number 28. So let's figure out how we write our date out on the board. Okay, so it was Tuesday. And what month is it? Great job, it's April. And then it's number 28, a really big number today. So we can say today is Tuesday, April 28. Oops. Great job. All right. So we've done our date. Now we need to do our weather. Are you ready to help me figure out what the weather is today? Excellent. What's the weather? What's the weather? What's the weather, everyone? Is it snowy? Is it cloudy? Is there rain or is there sun? So, il fait beau ou il fait froid? How does it feel today? When you use your looking eyes to look outside and look at the weather, what do you see? Amazing. So when I look outside today, I see sun. So let me see if I can find the sun to put the sun up in the sky. Yep, there's our sun. All right, so today our panda is gonna wear his sneakers. And I'm gonna have him wear some shorts today. So let's see what shorts I can have him wear. Because he's got a few pairs. He's got some swimming trunks. Let's see. Why don't we have him wear these green shorts today? And we'll have him wear his yellow shirt. And then we'll make sure he has his sunglasses and his hat. Excellent. So there, our weather panda is all dressed for today. Excellent. All right, so I've got a few things to talk to you about today. So let's read our story and then we'll get started with talking about ducks. All right. I'm a good listener, read me a book. My hands are in my lap and at Miss Tracy I look. When she sees I'm ready, she will say, here is the story I have for you today. So today I'm reading you a story not about ducks, but about friendship. So my story is called How to Grow a Friend. To grow a friend, first plant a seed in good soil. A friend needs water, warm sunshine, and space to bloom. To grow a friend, talk and listen. It doesn't happen overnight. So let's look. Our little seed has grown a little bit, and then a little bit more, and then a little bit more, and then it's a flower. So is that a little bit like friendship? It starts off small, and then it grows bigger and bigger. Sometimes a friend bugs you. To grow a friend, chase the bugs away together. So it's okay if a friend does something that you don't like sometimes, right? That doesn't make them a bad person or not your friend. It just means that you don't always have to do everything together or like the same things at the same time, right? And don't let your friend get stuck in the weeds, right? So this friend is helping the other friend get out. If a friend is drooping, can you show me what drooping might look like if you were a flower? Good job. Do something sweet. Good friends stand by each other in rain or shine. Good friends make things brighter. When we're around our friends, we feel happier, right? Yeah. To grow a garden of friends, remember that new buds can sprout in surprising places. So we can make friends even where we didn't expect it, right? And there is always room for one more. So just because you have one friend, does that mean you're done with your friends? Or do you need more friends? Yeah, you could use more friends all the time. So let's see, look at all the friends and look at all the flowers. So growing a friend is like growing a garden, right? You have to nurture it, so you have to take care of it. Which means if it was a flower or a garden, you would give it healthy soil and lots of water and sunlight. And if it's a friend, you're going to make sure that you give it parts of yourself, right? You're going to make sure you give it love and attention, right? Just like you would your flower, but in a different way, right? You don't want to sprinkle water on your friend or cover them in dirt, but you do want to make sure that they feel cared about. Just like it feels really good when our friends make us feel cared about. And that helps us bloom and blossom and grow. Excellent. All right, so now let's talk about ducks. So today's craft, I have D for duck. Now I didn't find any books, unfortunately, that were about ducks in my library. I was sure I had one, but I couldn't find it. So, what letter does duck start with? I already told you it's D. So this is how we draw our D. And we talked about this when we talked about our soup cans with the letters, right? Things that start with D. So let's think about that for a minute. We know duck starts with D. What other words can you think of that start with D? Those are some great words. So we have dinosaur, which is always one of my favorites. Starts with D. And dandelion, which is a kind of flower or weed, starts with D. What other things can we think of that start with D? Dancing starts with D. That's right. And if you have any little siblings, they might not be potty trained and they might still have to wear diapers with D. So what sound does D make? Da, da, right? Excellent. We also have a couple friends that have D in their name. So if you're one of my friends that has D in their name, I want you to shout it out at me. Great job. All right, so today we're going to talk about ducks. So ducks are really cute. They're yellow mostly. They can be slightly different shades of other colors, but today we're going to do a yellow duck. So I need to get my instructions out because I don't want to forget how to do this. So this is one of our activities from our TLC cutting program. So from the bag I gave you, you need 3 pieces of yellow paper. So there's a large rectangle, a square, and then a smaller rectangle. And then you need 3 orange pieces. So there's kind of smallish and skinny rectangles from orange. You're going to need a glue stick. You're going to need a pair of scissors, and you're going to need your pencil and a piece of paper. So I'm just going to set some of my stuff aside so I can keep track of it all. So I'm going to write my name on my paper, as we always do, and then I'm going to put my pencil down so you can see that I wrote my name on my paper. So now I am going to use the large rectangle, and I'm going to take my scissors, and Tommy thumb goes in the top hole and the finger family goes in the bottom hole. So I am going to hold my rectangle with my helper hand, and I'm going to cut off the top 2 corners. So let's count them. Ready? 1, 2. So those are the 2 corners I'm going to cut off. So I'm going to open and shut my scissors, and then I'm going to turn it and open and shut my scissors that way. So now you should have something that looks like this. And it might be a little bit uneven, and that's totally okay. So the next thing we're going to do is we are going to round this. So we want this to be like an oval. But in order to round it, I'm going to need to make little snips. So I'm going to snip this corner. So let's count our points. That's what we want to do. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 points we're going to want to snip. So I'm just going to take my scissors and I'm going to hold this up so you can see, but I would rather you do it like this. You're going to snip here and snip here. So that's 2 and then 3 and then 4. All right. So now we still have some points, right? It's not quite rounded. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, we have 8 points we need to cut. So we're going to take our scissors again, and you're just going to cut little bits off of these points to help you make a shape that looks a little bit like this. So this is our duck body. So that's the first job. And you're going to have lots of little pieces of paper, and that's totally fine. Okay. So the next step that I am using my instructions because I want to make sure I do this exactly right. So we are going to use this yellow square and our scissors. So we're going to cut this into a circle. So we have 4 points. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're going to cut them we're just going to cut the points off like this. Ready? 1, 2, and I'm turning my paper, 3, and 4. But now I have 8 points that I need to cut. Okay, are you ready to cut them with me? So we're just going to keep cutting little bits. So I don't want to see you cutting into your paper or cutting across your paper. You're just going to do little snips on what we already cut because we have to try to turn this into a circle. And you're going to keep going with little snips until you have rounded off all of your edges. See, look how little Miss Tracy's cutting. I'm only cutting the tiniest little pieces off. And they're not perfect, and it doesn't have to be perfect. I just want you to try to make your square round, like that. Okay, so we're done that. So now we're gonna do our wing. So we did our duck body and our head, and now we're gonna do our wing. So we take this, and we're basically gonna make the smaller version of our wing. So we're gonna cut the top 2 points off. So 1, 2. So ready? 1, 2. Okay. Now we're gonna cut the little points. We're not cutting these bottom 2 points. We're cutting these top 4 points. So mommies and daddies might have to help you a little bit because this one is tricky. This one, there's a lot of thinking that goes into how we cut. And so what you're gonna do is you're gonna end up with something like that. All right, so now our bill. So our middle-sized rectangle, which is this one, all you're gonna do, you're gonna hold it this way and take your scissors with Tommy thumb in the small hole and your finger family in the big hole. And you're just gonna cut these 2 points off. Like that. And then you're gonna just make little snips to try and round it off just like that. Okay. So now, I know I'm going a little bit fast. I will go over everything again in a second. You're going to take this long orange rectangle, and all you're gonna do is you're gonna cut it in half. Boop. Mine's not quite in half, that's okay. One leg is longer than the other. Okay, so the next step in making our duck is our feet. So this is our leftover rectangle. So we are gonna cut from this corner to this corner. So it's called on the diagonal. We're not gonna cut straight, we're gonna cut across it. So I want you to open up your scissors, use your helper hand, and I want you to line it up with your scissors at one corner and find the other corner. And then I just want you to close your scissors. And you're just gonna cut it in half, like that, on the diagonal. Okay, so we used our scissors to cut our duck body out. So in this one, we cut off our corners and then we rounded it. We cut out our head and we took it, we made it into a circle. We did our duck wing. We did our beak, our legs, and then our feet. So the next job we have is to glue it all down in place. So you're gonna take your legs and your beak and your feet and put them off to the side. And I'm gonna turn this around. So you're gonna take your duck body, you're gonna take your glue, and you're gonna put glue all over your duck body. Okay. And then I want you to find a spot in the middle of your paper to glue it down. So I'm gonna glue it right there, kind of right in the middle. And you're gonna have to press to glue it down. All right, so then we're gonna glue our head. So my head is going to go over here. So I'm going to put glue all over. Okay. And then I'm gonna push it down. I'm going to glue my duck wing, kind of in the middle, right there. It's pretty good. All right, so now I'm going to take my legs. I'm gonna glue my legs first. So I need a little bit of glue on my legs. feet. So what shape did we make our feet? They're triangles. So you are going to glue your feet. Oh, did I put glue on the right side? I put glue on the wrong side. That's okay. I'm still going to put it like that. Okay. And then, yeah, that's what I wanted. Okay. So your feet should look a little bit like this. So we've glued our body, and then our head, and then our wing, our legs, and our feet. And really, it doesn't matter what your feet end up looking like. So the last part is our bill. We're going to glue that right there off of our duck's face. So I'm going to put my glue away, and I'm going to get out my pencil. And you can use a marker or a crayon. I'm just going to draw an eye on my duck. Just like that. And there's my duck. D for duck. Excellent. You guys did such a great job cutting that out. I know it's tricky. It's not the easiest thing to do, but I'm really, really proud of you for doing that. Okay. So the other things I want you to do today, I want you to do some Play-Doh work, so working your hand muscles. Ooh, that scared me, Theo. Ooh, you have your shirt half off. Good job. I want you to work your hand muscles with some Play-Doh. And I want you to do some dry erase tracing today, just like we did yesterday. And that's all I have for you today. So the last thing we have to do today is the magic box. So in the magic box, I have something that I love to use at preschool during dance parties. So there's a really good clue there. So Dason wants to know, what sound does it make? So it doesn't make a sound on its own. It plays music. Can you guess what it is? I already gave you 2 really big hints. So I use it during dance parties and it plays music. How do you use it? I use it at dance parties. What color is it?
White.
It's all different colors. It's green and blue and yellow and red and purple and pink and white. So what sound does it make? It plays music. How do you use it? I use it at dance parties. And it's all different colors. Can you guess what's inside my magic box today? Those are some really great guesses. You would have seen it at the last 2 dance parties ago. I actually ordered a new one because this one isn't big enough for our school dance parties, but this is what it is. So it makes all different colors, just like that. And it will play music, but it's not currently playing music. This is one of my favorite things. I love it. It's like a little disco dance ball. All right. So that is all I have for you today. Tomorrow we are going to finish our butterflies, our coffee filter butterflies. And then on Thursday, it is going to be Crazy Hat Day. So I hope you're all excited to make some crazy hats. And we also have our dance party. And then on Friday, you get to do whatever kind of art you want and show it to me on our Facebook page. All right, so let's get out our working hands. Are you ready? All day long we worked and played, worked and played, worked and played. All day long we worked and played, and now our day is done. Wave goodbye to all your friends. All your friends, all your friends, wave goodbye to all your friends until we meet again. Bye, see you tomorrow.